Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Streamer216. This is a new plane that's been added into Grand Theft Auto Online with today's update, and I am very excited to get into this customization and find out exactly what we can do to this vehicle. So let's go ahead and hop inside of it, and we're gonna find out what we can do here. So we can modify the aircraft. Oh, it has quite a few different things you can do. That's awesome. Okay, starting off with the armor, we're gonna go all the way up on this, of course. For the engine, we're also going to go all the way up on this. Now for bombs, we can add some onto this plane. I believe that the best ones to use are the explosive bombs. I've heard clusters suck, gas isn't very good, and incendiary kind of sucks as well. So we're going to go for just the regular explosive bombs. Let's go for race handling because I like my planes to handle a little bit sharper. Same with my helicopters, so let's go for that. For the livery options, we got the blue stripes, the green stripes, the Red Ocean, the Devon Weston, the Purple Horizon, Fly US, Dynamic Stripes, Orange Flash, Classic Stripes, Abstract Camo, and back to none. I kind of like a lot of these liveries, I'm not gonna lie. The Devon Weston one's kind of interesting. The Red Ocean's kind of interesting as well. I kind of like Red Ocean. Let's go for that one today. Why not? Primary weapons, we can add some mounted machine guns onto this plane. Interesting. We will go for this. $300,000 for that option. So yeah, kind of hurts, but that's okay. For the color of the plane, we have it in a matte ice white right now, and honestly I don't think it looks bad. Maybe I want to change this to something else though. Maybe like a ooh, what about like a desert tan with the red? Yeah, let's do it. It's something different, something a little unique. Let's go for that. For the secondary color, let's do that in a black. I think that's gonna look pretty good. If you want to sell this thing, it's gonna go for $1,115,000, which is not a very good return on your purchase price, unfortunately. So anyways, let's go ahead and exit the aircraft workshop. Let's exit the hangar itself, and let's take off in the Streamer216 and find out what this plane is all about. I have a feeling it's not going to be very great, but I could be totally wrong. Maybe I'll get proven wrong here. So far it seems a little slow, especially compared to the F-160 Raju, which is the stealth plane, the F-35 in GTA, that was newly added today as well. Yeah, this thing's not very quick. I have to say I do like the look of the plane. It's definitely you know what it actually reminds me of a lot? I don't know if you guys have seen The Dark Knight Rises, but it kind of reminds me of the plane the propeller plane that they're flying on at the start. I know it's not, well, it's definitely not even really close, but it kind of reminds me of that plane. I'm not really sure why, but it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. This is the plane that we saw on the aircraft carrier in one of the first screenshots we got for this DLC. So that's kind of cool that it actually was a new plane and that I was actually correct when I said I think that's a new plane. Yeah, it's not very quick, I don't think, at least from what I can tell right now. We'll have to get a little bit of a speed test done against some of the other planes in GTA to find out and know for sure. If you guys didn't know, the higher you fly, the faster your plane will go. The lower to the ground you are, the slower your plane will go. So that also has a lot to do with it, so just keep that in mind for sure. Now, these machine guns seem like they actually have some pretty good range on them. I can shoot all the way to there, like it's not bad. It's not bad range for sure. I'm thinking they probably don't do a lot of damage. I'm gonna try my best to take out that stunt plane. I couldn't quite do it. What about this car right here? No, I couldn't do it there either. Let's see about this guy. It's really hard to do this on PC, I'm not gonna lie. The controls are not very smooth. Okay, well, yes, yeah, the machine guns don't seem like they do a lot of damage. There's a mule to shoot at right there. Here we go, I might be able to... Oh, actually, you know what? Those machine guns seem to do quite a bit of damage. The mule is on fire now, so they're not actually that bad. Maybe I spoke a little too soon. Yeah, they actually seem pretty good. This plane also seems to be able to take quite a beating. I've crashed into like a few too many things, and it's still alive, so that's good. It also takes off pretty quick, so that's also nice. We can open up the bomb bay on this thing as well. Let's drop some bombs. Let's see. Maybe it holds a special amount of bombs. That's 5. That's 10. That's 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 bombs, 45. I'm betting it's going to be 50. That's 50, and I've run out of bombs. Okay, so yeah, nothing, yeah, no special amount of bombs that you get with this plane or anything. It's just kind of a interesting little like propeller plane. Overall, I'd say this is one that you can probably avoid picking up. I would definitely say get the Raju over this thing like every single day of the week. I would hope that you guys would know that anyways without me saying it, but just in case, please do not buy this plane over the Raju. The Raju is so much better. Do not get this thing. Do not waste $2+ million on this. Not a very useful plane overall, I would say, unless it has some sort of secret feature that I just don't know about as of yet. If it does, I will update this. I'll put a pinned comment on the video if we find out anything more interesting about this plane for sure in the future. One of my engines is out now, so that's rather unfortunate, I would say. Yeah, overall, this plane not super great. I would honestly avoid picking this thing up. The armor is like okay, it seems like, so that is one positive. Machine guns also seem like they do a decent amount of damage, and it does have bombs, but overall, yeah, the plane has already died, and yeah, I would just not pick this thing up if you guys can avoid it, which you guys should be able to avoid it. Actually, okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. This thing does. I was gonna say at the start of the video, this thing does kind of remind me of a glider. And now that both of the engines have died and we've kept floating for this long, I'm starting to think that maybe this thing is some sort of a glider. Like you turn off the engine sort of thing and just glide into where you want to go. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me, but that's kind of cool. So just so you guys know, it does last a really long time in the air. You can stay in the air for a very long time without the engines going. So that is a redeeming factor of the plane. I don't know how often that would really come into play. Probably not very often, but just in case you guys were wondering, that is something that I did notice about the plane right now. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for my customization of the Streamer216 and my review of it as well. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, of course. Hope you guys found this useful for sure. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. I've covered everything with the DLC so far today. I'm going to be ranking all the vehicles as well, and many other things today as well. So stay tuned for that. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.